Student government does a lot behind the scenes that most people don't see or realize, but whenever they complain about something small, somebody will hear about it, somebody will tell somebody else, and they'll get to a senator or student body president or some other representative. So basically, student government's job is to represent the students. As a senator, I represent 1,000 students. Obviously that'll vary depending on how full the Senate is. But again, I go out, I find problems and issues that students have, and I work on them. I sit on committees, commissions, do whatever I can, talk to administrators, so on and so forth. Right now I'm in talks with several administrators and several assistants to the Board of Regents. So the student body president is the main voice for the student body. Obviously as senators we represent the student body too, but the student body president is the figurehead, like, you know, with Washington, the head of state. He gets more in contact with administrators, the Board of Regents, when people like Channel 4 or Channel 2 want to interview somebody from Eastern that has a good grasp on the situation. They talk to the student body president. He's the primary point person on what student government does. University presidents like Susan Martin, and we just had Don Lopp now. I love Don. Now we have James Smith, the new guy coming in. Every time they have an initiative they want to take on, they always talk to the student body president, vice president, sometimes come before and speak before the Senate. And they always try and get as much input they can from the student body, like a lot of the rec renovations and some stuff that might happen with Snow Health Center, which are to try and expand student health coverage because they don't take many insurance policies. So expand that, expand some STI testing and the wellness center and stuff along those lines, but the details and how we're going to do that, we're kind of trying to work through right now. There's a lot of things in the work for next year. The president, Cole, Stephen, he ran last year on a policy of tuition incentive, where basically if you stay here for 3 years, because Eastern has a problem of people leaving throughout the course of their graduation. Actually, it's a quite high rate. I don't remember what it is, but it's pretty high. So his program was basically you stay here for 3 years, they pay for a trip abroad anywhere you want, or a certain amount of tax credits. That's actually going through right now. It's not going to be in place until maybe next year's freshman class or the year after. The extended hours of the rec, that's something we've worked on. The rec is actually getting renovated. I was on the professional committee for that, and I chaired the commission for student government to renovate the rec. So the plans have been approved. It's just about finding the funding, which there are donors lined up, and then they're expecting a little bump from the state as well. Student government holds elections every year at the end of March. During this election is when you get presidents, vice presidents to run, as well as senators. It's a general body election. You go on EMISH at the last Wednesday and Thursday of March. I think that's the 30th and 31st this year. You go on EMISH, you cast your vote. You're allowed to vote for up to 23 senators, and then one student body president, student body vice president that run as a ticket. And that is coming right up. In order to run, you have to get 50 signatures if you're a senator, or 300 if you want to be vice president or president on a ticket. Or if the election doesn't fill all the seats on the Senate, you can try to be appointed by the Senate, where you fill out another packet, you come to a Senate meeting, a committee meeting, and you speak before the Senate and give a pitch on what you want to see happen on campus and some of your background and stuff. And then it's up to the Senate to approve or not approve you. Usually we approve, because if you come before the Senate, you usually have your ducks in a row.
You heard it, folks. If your ducks are in a row, and if you want to get involved by representing the student body, apply today to become a student senator before it's too late.